I just wanted to come on today and talk about some serious conversation about self-harm and all the different forms of self-harm that we can cause upon ourselves. And so I realized today that there are many different forms of self-harm, and they can be anywhere from physically hurting ourselves to mentally hurting ourselves or allowing others to hurt us as well. They are all forms of self-harm, and what we need to do to help us not to do that. And so the one for others to placing harm upon us is to set boundaries. And it doesn't mean even physically somebody self-harming or harming us, but even mentally harming us. We have to learn to stand up on our own and to set boundaries. Very clear, very precise boundaries. And then be able to enforce those boundaries if necessary in whatever means that we need to take those to. And as far as the self-harming as us harming ourselves physically or mentally, we have to think of it like you're a child. Think of it as like you're a baby. Think of yourself as that newborn baby that you're holding. You're holding yourself in your arms as a baby. Now look at that baby. I'm like, would I cut that baby? Would I say hurtful, hateful things to that baby? Would I do anything to harm that baby? You would not do that. So if you see yourself in the light of being that child, you would not harm yourself. So what I would say is that sometimes our brains become rewired and reprogrammed into thinking these hateful, hurtful things. And so when we do that, it's a reminder to literally put your arms as if you're holding a baby, holding yourself. Look down at your arms, into your hands, and see yourself as that baby. And ask yourself those questions. Would I harm that baby? Whatever it is that you were thinking of doing to yourself. And then what you do is you're like, well, of course not. It's a baby. And so then just pull your arms to your chest tight and just love that baby. Hug that baby as if that baby's there with you, because that baby is you. You are that inner child. Hug and love that baby and wait for those feelings to go away and just feel how much love that baby deserves. It doesn't matter how grown we are. We are all this child within us, and we all came into this world the same, innocent, lovable, loved, trusting everybody, trusting ourselves, loving ourselves, just happy to be here. And so if we're able to change our perspective and see us in a new light, we can help let that go. And then there comes the time where we do things to allow others to harm us. So like, I don't know, let's say for example, we do things with, if like I'm a female, I do things with men as self-harm towards myself because I have such hatred for myself. This was when I was a child, but I'm bringing this up for that reason, is we can allow ourselves to do things that are hurtful to us to cause self-harm to ourselves. And then I want to bring it back to that same thing. Looking at that child, would we do anything that would hurt that child? Is that child deserving of anything harmful to them? No. And if we stop things before they snowball into this giant snowball, it's easier to clean up our mess instead of after it's gotten out of control. And so I was using it as an analogy as like, when your house becomes a mess, it's easier to clean up the mess as it starts versus when it's gone into its full-blown chaotic mess. Now, if it's gone into its full-blown chaotic mess, that's okay. You just have to start one corner at a time, one drawer at a time, and work your way through. So that's what happens is when you get later on in your life, as older as you get, your house becomes more and more messy if you haven't been cleaning up along the way. And maybe you've been cleaning up, but it's clearly not enough. It's never too late to start. Never too late to start. And I have my angels to thank and appreciate for sending me the inspirational message about all the different forms of self-harm, because I didn't put two and two together until today, and realized that we have the ability to change ourselves. It's all about free will in this lifetime. We have different choices that we have to make. And so we're put on a road, and let's say it's a fork in the road. It's like a shape of a Y. You're coming out on this road, and then it's branching off in two different directions. Which way in life do you want to go? Do you want to take the road that's, healing and full of love and light and no self-harm? Or do we want to take the road where we spiral down into the snowball, into the darkness and the gunk and the making things worse for ourselves? We always have a choice. That's why we came here. That's why we came to Earth, it's free will. And the angels and God or whoever is there for our divine inspiration, if we choose to listen, but they will never force anything upon us. It's always our choice on what actions we take and what lessons we want to learn and how hard we want our lessons to be learned. So it's okay if you've gone down the dark path. It's totally okay, because you are first now aware and you have the ability to change it now. So you can choose to take a different path. The path to the other path, which leads you to the love, the light, the peacefulness. And it starts by cleaning it up, piece by piece, drawer by drawer. And that starts with first coming back to ourself and bringing it back to us as that child, as that baby that we would never harm and never deserved harm. And we all deserve love and light. And start on working on that to release everything that we have stored within us, and to enjoy life as it's meant to be enjoyed. And you deserve all the love in the world. You don't deserve to feel bad. And even those negative thoughts can create negative things within our body. Our bodies are made of 70% of water. And Dr. Emoto did that study where, as if you put icky words like disgusting words on water, and he looked at it underneath a microscope, the water was like brown and yucky and not pretty at all. And it's just like, ugh. And then when you put the positive words like love, light, or inspiration, or whatever positive into the water, he looked at it and there were beautiful different types of snowflakes. That's what we're doing to our body chemistry. And we're also rewiring our brain by doing these things when we're thinking positive versus negative into our body, minds, and spirit. Is that we're changing the chemistry within our body and our body's ability to heal and to feel good. And so when we're stuck in that negative rut, we're just perpetuating the situation within our body chemistry, which isn't allowing our body to fully heal or start to heal or go back into the healing state. So it's being able to take that and to just feel the love and light and start focusing on the gratitude. Make yourself a gratitude list. Write down the things that make you feel good and make you feel happy. What have you stopped doing that made you feel happy, that you can start doing again, even little bit by little bit, even if it's only 10 minutes a day, to help start you getting back to feeling good again. And do that. And I hope you've been inspired today to help improve yourself and to help start your healing journey and to help you move beyond the things that we've already created, because we're all human. We're all going to do it. It's okay. It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make it wrong. It's about being aware and then being able to change and to be able to feeling better. And it starts with you. Change yourself, you change the world, and that is a fact. I love you all. Love always and forever. Bye for now.